Hello, you guys. It's Maddie, Good Gemini, back with another collective reading. We are going to do another question collective reading this week, and we got what can I not see regarding my love life right now. So, this is going to be a love reading. If you're not interested in that, I will catch you next time or later. If you are, let's lock in and get right into it. I've been doing some spiritual detective work. The pieces are coming together right now in a very cool, beautiful way. So we'll go into it. But I was channeling a lot today. I also have really bad anxiety. I got my TMI, but I got my period early. The full moon in Sagittarius, the blue moon was last night. It came early for that. So I'm really releasing. You might be releasing a lot of physical trauma or spirit is asking you to right now. There's just very, very deep, deep, deep inner work or release that's happening. A lot of Plutonian energy, eighth house energy, Scorpio, all of that, like very, very deep, watery, emotional energy is coming through. Today, I was in this stretching class, and I think that's why, besides having my period, I'm having this anxiety. Because I've been doing lymphatic release, and it's really, really changed. Ooh, that was a huge bird. I don't know. It reminded me of a crane. We could look up what that means, but sorry, a little bit of a space cadet today because of that as well. But I've been doing lymphatic release, 144 on the timer. This physical release, it's in combination with diaphragmatic breathing, and it's a type of somatic healing and work. Somatic release is a form of like trauma work where you're like physically releasing trauma and stored trauma from the body in many different ways. This could be through yoga, breath work, this lymphatic thing that I'm doing, stretching, any sort of like deep, deep stretching or releasing of this like stored traumatic energy. I feel like that's why I'm so anxious. So, regardless, I in this class thought of this judgment card, and it says blossom. Okay. Now, this I saw in my mind's eye while I was in that class. The judgment card is Pluto energy, Scorpio energy, and it talks about very, very deep change, the resurrection, deep, big things coming up to the surface that may have been buried. The past is coming up, and we'll get into that. What was right next to this judgment card was the Six of Cups, which is all about the past and childhood. And then in this goddess deck, I was really called to this card, and what was right below that was the past. So sacred unity with the past is coming up. And then also I'm reading this blossom card, and I was like, wow, this is really on point. And then we had buds, new beginnings, and expansion from this deck, and this literally says blossom. Matters of the heart are much like flowers. In the bud stage, buds, the relationship is in a state of potential. It requires loving care and attention to help it grow, develop, and bloom. The people involved in the relationship must be willing to trust and open themselves up to each other. With the proper amount of nurturing, the relationship will blossom and bring beauty to the lives of those involved. It's time for you to nurture the potential of your relationships. New life and love are waiting for you. You have to only reach out and take hold. Seize the energies of renewal and surround Seize the energies of renewal that surround you now and allow yourself to blossom like a beautiful flower. Awaken to the possibilities regarding desires of the heart. A blossom follows the sun because its warmth and light nurture the flower and infuse it with energy. Bottom of the deck, summer, expansion again, and growth. So there's new beginnings and expansion happening within your love life this summer. Um, The sun even provides some of the nutrients needed by the blossom. What is the sun in your own life? What nurtures you and helps you thrive? Do your relationships provide what you need? If not, it may be time to transform your life and grow in a new direction. You're in a period of growth regarding affairs of the heart. Stretch yourself and your ideas of what you believe is possible, and know, in fact, that all things are possible if you will only follow your sun. So, affirmation, I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. So, there is some sort of deep, deep transformation happening within your love life. Now, this could be like within a current relationship if you are in a relationship, if you are not, or if there's just like a brand new relationship beginning, 505 on the timer. There's definitely some sort of change when it comes to the way that you experience your love life. This could be if you're meeting someone new right now, this is like a brand new type of person that you have never experienced before. If you're not with anyone right now, the work that you are doing is drawing in this new type of person. You are watering yourself, your plant, as if you are the bud. There is new beginnings and expansion because you are working with your own light, working with yourself differently, and really looking and reviewing the past and things that did not work. Now, another connection here that was so crazy is the Judgment card is the number 20. And we had these two cards I mentioned, 37 and 17. Difference between these is 20. Okay? So, sacred unity with the past here. Okay? So, I'm going to read these two as well. So, the past. There are certain moments within your personal history that hold great treasure for you now. When you examine your memories, which are the domain of the Greek goddess Menesome? I cannot say this. Menemosin. Empowered wisdom is revealed. The lessons you find are like sacred talismans, contained within your past like fossils in amber. Right now, you can trust your instincts that if something brings to mind your past, it is indeed a kernel of the old in the new. This is an amazing opportunity to make informed choices and do things differently. The goddess has another powerful message for you. There are many choice points in life where you have the power to make beautiful changes and become more creative, empowered, and alive. Yes, sometimes memories that live in the cells of your body will trigger palpable fear. And that's why I'm talking about my anxiety, because it's like, it gets worse before it gets better when you're releasing trauma. It's like I released all of this trauma today, and then it's like all this anxiety, all this fear is coming up, but I know that it's passing through and I'm transmuting it. But you can move beyond your past to discover new territories, and a new vision of freedom will come to you. You won't see the past the same anymore as wisdom replaces numb acceptance. The memories will change because you've changed. This freedom is gained by willingness and curiosity. Relationships become rich with potential, and all your natural choices will no longer fall into old patterns that are not serving you. The goddess, I can't even say it, wants you to experience this miracle. Our stories can hold us hostage to the past that no longer serves us. The goddess of memories reminds you that running away from painful memories and pretending that wrongs haven't been committed does nothing to help you truly find meaning and purpose. Your alignment task is to stop and take inventory of the past and the stories that keep you tied to it and defined by it. She calls you to be rigorously honest about the areas of your life where you have been wounded, as well as where you have wounded others. Dig deep to uncover your unconscious biases and triggers. Know that it may be a messy experience as you surrender to the truth that you cannot control the outcome or other people's reactions when you are ready to make real shifts. The world is changing, and to be a part of its glorious unfolding, you are being invited to do this deep work. Miracles are waiting for you once you set yourself free and allow your memories of the past to lead you to the truth. Transformation comes with a price. Leaving some of your old self behind isn't easy, but it is necessary to become the one you have been waiting for. Summon your courage. The goddess Menesome, I can't say this, I'm saying it wrong. She will help you. You will rise up from this mess, and only beauty and strength will remain. And I feel like this is really what's happening, is like you are blossoming from the soil, from like all of that from the past, right? The Judgment card is literally about resurrection and awakening of the old, of the past, of things that have been lying dormant, and we're needing to review these things so that we can move forward. It's like awakening, rebirth, transformation, spiritual awakening, heeding the call towards spirit. And it's also like an inevitable change that it's like once you see it, you can't go back. So you're going through some sort of very, very deep soul transformation when it comes to the way that you are, walking in your life, presenting yourself. pouring into yourself. There's just deep transformation here. Seven of Wands. Yeah, persevering and fighting and pushing and like really having that strength to move forward and persevere towards this healing for yourself. Now, the other card, and then we'll get into the tarot. Sorry for so much reading today, but I felt like all of this was part of all of the clues that we are getting. Now is the time to, this is the great goddess of sacred unity, and this is the number 17. This is the number of the star, and it reminded me of the meaning in the star, kind of like the rejuvenation of the star, the rejuvenation that gets provided by spiritual energy when you're going through a healing period. So now is the time to view your world through a reverent and clear lens of unity and connection. The domain of the great goddess, the creatrix of all life and the mother of all. It's time to leave the right, the wrong, good, bad, zero-sum game world behind. Enter the space where you can find the sacred ground of sharing without guile, work from the desire that everyone benefits. Look at others as if they are also a reflection of yourself. Take a humble yet grounded approach to your life right now. Be accountable for the energy you put out in the world and be aware of how you influence your surroundings. The great goddess reminds you that you may see yourself as different than others, but you are all one in her presence. Treat others as you would want to be treated, and miracles will abound. This is truly an auspicious time in your life to grow and expand. So a lot about growth and expansion. It literally says grow and expand, new beginnings, expansion and growth. So what you don't see regarding your love life is this summer, there is new beginnings budding for you when it comes to your love life. Right below that is sickle, regrowth, and letting go. So it's like you're letting go of the past, working through the past, really doing some deep excavation of shit that you haven't looked at in a long time. If stuff is coming up from the past right now, it is for a reason. It's offering you the Pluto is mystery here, right? So it's like, that's why I feel like I'm talking also about being like the spiritual detective today, because it's like we're discovering the mystery within this. Unconscious choices and behaviors may be causing a distortion in your world. Difficult feelings are part of the journey of self-discovery, and now is not the time to shy away. In order to survive, you may have been conditioned to suppress what makes you uncomfortable. You might have found yourself in a temporarily awkward place with someone and don't know what your next step should be. Be honest, say when you don't know something, and be open to learning. The great goddess offers you this alignment task. Make the discomfort, awkwardness, and the uncomfortable sacred. Think of what would happen if you made what you considered a flaw, loss, or failure a beautiful integral part of the art of your life. Every breath you take is sacred, every mistake you make is a gift, and every time you learn from a relationship, it is blessed. Bless all parts of you in your life, for you are sacred in the heart of the great goddess who only sees beauty everywhere. So, yeah, there is like definitely some deep unity that you are creating with your past, healing the past, radical acceptance of the past, but not in a way where it's like, okay, that's it and we're just moving forward. There's definitely like some things that need to be reviewed before you move forward, or you've already been doing this. You're reviewing the past and it is causing you to catapult forward. Let's see. Give me one more. What does the collective not see regarding their love life right now? What does the collective not see regarding their love life? Thank you, Spirit. Soil, stability, and simplicity. So what did I say? Like I think I said soil. It's like that soil. It's growing. You're blossoming. Energy clearing and refreshing. So this to me is like you are connecting with your energy and yourself in a different way. You're clearing and making space for new regeneration here from death and rebirth with this Plutonian energy. I'm just pulling out my Pluto card. Major collective endings, transformation. If you've been feeling like a sense of meaninglessness or feeling like you don't know what your next step is, or you've been feeling stuck, there is definitely a shift here with your love life where there's going to be movement. There's definitely movement in the summertime. Stability and simplicity with soil. It's like right now, all there is soil. But during the summer, there's going to be the buds are going to pop out. So right now there's a reason why you haven't blossomed yet. I keep hearing the song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. So maybe you are coming out. Maybe that's like a part of this love life, is like you're seeing that there's going to be a change of the way that you relate to others. The first time really interacting with the same sex, or like different, because the eighth house is also connected to sex and intimacy. So there's definitely like this very, very deep energy here. Let's see. Yeah, like I said though, interacting with the same sex for the first time, exploring your spirituality. There's the Judgment card. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. There's things that are coming to the surface. And Judgment is like bringing forward change that can't be avoided anymore. And it's also awakening to things on the deepest possible level, and then you're ready to start over. Speaking of collective endings, there's the Ten of Swords. So when it comes to your love life, there's like a brand new cycle happening. Your love life in the past may have been very, 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 very painful. Filled with betrayal, filled with pain, feeling like it, and it talked about that in the Great Goddess card, feeling like it was a failure, feeling like many failures, many losses. But Spirit is, what was the specific wording there? I feel like this is important to repeat. Think of what would happen if you made what you considered a flaw, loss, or failure a beautiful integral part of the art of your life. So it's like these endings, it's a beautiful part of your story. What are you learning from it? What are the lessons you're going to apply? And how are we no longer going to repeat the past? I feel like this is a very, very deep change when it comes to the way that you relate to other people. It doesn't have to be like you're exploring your sexuality within the same sex. It could just be like you're exploring your sexuality, you're exploring the way that you connect to others, the intimacy you have with other people, the people that you're drawing in, because your energy is different. You're connecting and you're healing with your inner child differently. You've walked away from things that haven't served you. If you're currently in a relationship, this is like an inner transformation happening within you that's then going to be really shifting, reinvigorating your current relationship. It's almost like a new phase, a new beginning happening. Potentially, if you're in a relationship, there could have been like a falling out, or there's been like a lot of troubles or difficulties fighting and feeling like giving up. But this is giving like there's a reason for this kind. It's like there has to be a bottom for you to come back up. Bottoms are beautiful. Like, I love a spiritual bottom because it's the most revealing experience to have of like what is not working and how can I come back out. So I'm coming out. Maybe you need to go out more. Maybe you need to like put yourself out there more. Like, you're blossoming this summer. You are really going to be seen. You're expressing yourself, exposing yourself. You're ready. You're ready for this new experience within your love life. So you can't see this yet. I don't think that you've gotten here yet, but it's like leading up to this work. I can't make this up. Six of Cups. Yes. We got this card a couple weeks ago for the collective. Reviewing and releasing the past, making peace with the past. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of things coming up. The Ten of Pentacles. The past is a gift. It couldn't get more clear. The past holds gifts for you. Also, the present. Right now, you have so much in your life. And this is like with the soil, stability, and simplicity. You have so much growing already, and it's like you're growing more and more. Even here in this photo, it's like there's piles and piles of soil there. It's like you have so much soil to use to plant more. It's almost like you've reached this milestone. This is also giving like soul family or ancestors. are really supporting your love life right now. Your connection with your own inner child is very important. You making peace with the past, you working with your inner child. This is nostalgia. This is memories. This is gifts. This is like being able to transcend difficulties emotionally and like really forgiving, healing, making peace with yourself, with other people. It's like a peace offering in that way. This coming out under summer, just by the way, there's so much Scorpio energy. This is Sun and Scorpio energy. Judgment card is Pluto Scorpio energy. Also, I was also getting very heavy like Piscean energy, Gemini energy. We're in Gemini season right now if you're watching this when it's coming out, but it's a timeless reading. Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's gifts. There's like, it's like buried treasure. That's kind of the vibe this is giving me. Like, there is information to be excavated from the past that is going to help towards your growth. Spirit, please clarify. Thank you. Page of Wands. Yeah, more of that childlike energy. In the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, Neptune energy. Really breaking through illusions is also coming through a lot, and it was mentioning that in the goddess cards we were reading, of like the choices that you're making, the patterns, you're becoming aware of them and choosing differently, and then that in itself is drawing in new people, new experiences. With the Page of Wands, this is like a brand new experience, a brand new beginning, coming under new beginnings and expansion. It's very much the energy of this card. This is like starting a new adventure, learning more about yourself, trying new things, getting excited again, playing, creating, starting a new project. I'm just getting this as like you are experiencing your love life differently by having more fun. It's kind of like you're going into it with fresh eyes, a new version of yourself, maybe more innocent, more playful, with less heaviness around like, I need to find the person, because before it could have been like you were stuck at Ace of Pentacles, the 10 to the Ace. It's a new experience, right? So it's like you're being offered a gift of, how can I see this from a different perspective? What the Hangman is a different perspective. So you're having a new perspective on your love life, on yourself. Before it could have been like your love life was coming from wounds of attachment or codependency or desperation for acceptance or validation. And here it's like you're in sacred unity with yourself and your past and your present and your future. And yeah, wow. Yeah, optimistic about your love life, opening your heart. This could be like romantic offers within a current relationship. This is like romance being invigorated, things feeling fun again, your heart opening. This to me is like having an optimistic outlook on your love life. Like, Spirit wants you to know there is optimism or optimistic things coming in for you to be excited about. But also, not only that, this is like you having your heart open to romance, to love, to a new experience, and like you have offers coming in the more optimistic that you are. So stability and simplicity. Spirit wants you to stay grounded and trust your intuition and trust Spirit that you have ships coming in when it comes to your love life. Let's get one more. Thank you. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Beautiful. So this is like you are moving. What? I can't make this up. And I see the Lovers popping through. Wow. Okay. So Judgment, 6 of Swords, and 5 of Swords. Okay. And also Page of Pentacles. So a lot of like pages are all about like learning, experiencing. They're very childlike energy, new experiences when it comes to your life, what you're desiring, how you're I'm just getting a lot of this is like how you're experiencing your love life. It's becoming more optimistic. It's moving from that 10 of Swords, heavy, like everything goes wrong or has gone wrong. I've been betrayed, I've been hurt, I'm done with this, and now it's like we're moving into a much more positive era of your love life that you don't see, and this summer has a big part of that shift coming through here. So the advice is the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and Judgment. So Going from the five to the six of swords is such a beautiful transition, because it's like you're moving from conflict, you're moving from hardship, you're moving from your love life being like a battle, a win or lose, something that has been like really, really difficult. I just heard it's been like thrashing you through, and it's something that has been really difficult terrain, people that have hurt you, people that have used you. You could have done this to other people too, no shade, it's just like that's how it is. It's been tumultuous relationships, conflict, defeat, loss, all of that, right? The Six of Swords is moving into calmer waters. It's refuge. It's you are almost like bringing this past version of yourself into calmer waters, into this new experience. The fog shows us like we don't see what's coming in the future, but we do see that the water is calmer than before. So we are moving into something more stable, simple, beautiful, different here. So this could be like before. In the past, you were like very focused on like winning, or people have like got one over people. I don't know. This is kind of giving like manipulative behavior, falling for people, kind of telling you what you wanted to hear, or like, I don't know why I'm hearing live fast, die young, bad girls do it well. So this could be like before you were kind of a bad girl, you were kind of attracting people that were perpetuating that energy, and now you're moving into a softer, more simple part of your life. Like we've been talking about with the Judgment card, this is a very deep change, transformation, and awakening. This is a rebirth. This is like you're being called to a different version of yourself, a different experience within your life. You are looking, reviewing the past. You're seeing like what happened, and you're like, okay, I'm letting go and I'm changing, and I'm seeing the truth behind everything, and I'm like awakening to the calling that I'm meant to have, which is like having a different experience with my love life. I feel like innocence here is a big part of that. Maybe before there was like an innocence where like you feel like maybe you were optimistic before, and that's what's shifting, right? It's like before there was an innocence where maybe like kind of the fool energy, that folly type of energy, where it was so innocent that you like kind of jumped into things without really noticing the red flags or ignoring the red flags, and it was like you were kind of delusionally optimistic. This is giving more of like a stable optimism, a true optimism, a grounded optimism, because you see the truth. You've like had this deeper spiritual revelation. You're going through this huge death and rebirth within your own self, and it's pulling in a different experience or a different type of person. If you are in a current relationship, this is just a complete transformation of your relationship, where like if there was conflict before, you're moving into calmer waters, from ego versus ego to like we are a team. How do we help each other move forward? We're looking at like our deep rooted issues. We're looking at the truth, and we're seeing how this truth can help release us to move forward with this knowledge, with this wisdom. Yeah, this is just like very deep spiritual revelation that's really going to help you. So let's see with the channel message cards what wants to come through here. So Spirit, please clarify Summer and Six of Cups for what the collective is not seeing about their love life currently. So just essentially what you're not seeing is that things are really improving, and they're about to improve. We have vet here. So Six of Cups can also be connected to childhood animals or pets, or animals in general. So this could also be like you work at a vet. The vet is significant with that in some way. This could even be potentially like you meeting somebody like at the vet, you meeting somebody at the dog park, you meeting somebody like because you have a shared love for animals or your pets. Accountant. Okay, we have vet and accountant. You could be one of those things. Let's see. Those came out for a reason. Please clarify what maybe this person you're going to meet is one of the like and works in one of those areas. The audacity. The audacity. Maybe that's how you feel about your past, where it's like the audacity for these people to do this to me. And you're being asked to make peace with the past, forgive it. Not like just be like, oh, okay, I'm accepting these terrible things and moving forward, not forcing it. It's like starting to be like, okay, I am going to move forward. I know these things, like the audacity of these people, but I'm able to move forward and expand and grow from this. shock value and surprise. So this summer, there's definitely some sort of shock value when it comes to the expansion and growth of your love life. I feel like there is definitely some sort of, with the Six of Cups, this could be some sort of like childhood dream or fantasy, or a type of person that you have not gotten to meet yet, or a type of experience that you haven't gotten to have yet within your current relationship. This could be like, if you're in a relationship, an engagement, a higher level of commitment, a transformation within your dynamic, deep healing happening, giving each other gifts, going on a trip together. There's a lot of different ways that that could come through. Nervous system reset. Yeah, like I was saying with the physical body, there's a nervous system reset needed here. And through doing nervous system work, and really healing your nervous system, resetting it, grounding it, finding that stability, is really shifting your love life through healing your nervous system. Holding back. So maybe you have been holding back when it comes to your love life. It was in the reverse, so let's see. Please clarify, Spirit. I want to talk to you, but I'm scared. Fuck. This could be someone from the past, because we have the Six of Cups coming up so much, so maybe somebody that was too scared to talk to you is coming forward this summer, but I feel like this is new energy. That's going to be once new energy starts entering in. 444, don't worry, I'll protect you always. So like I said, with that 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups, your ancestors and spirit team are really protecting your love life, and they always have, and that's why things have not worked out in the past up until now. Distorted thinking, disconnected from reality, like I said, that was before, where like you were kind of jumping into things innocently and in an optimistic way that was like not grounded in reality. But this optimism now is like, I'm learning from my experiences, I'm sending out new energy, and I trust my intuition, and I know spirit is bringing me something different this time. And I am going into it with a new awareness, with that Judgment card, that awakening, that ability to see things and see the truth differently. Small business owner. You could be a small business owner, especially with the Page of Wands. New beginnings and expansion. This could be like, in the meantime, or like if you're in a connection already, you working on this, and this being something that's very important, you working on your small business is something that is drawing in a new person, because you're pouring your energy into your purpose and your career, and then that's in a sense like drawing in people because you're not so hyper focused on somebody coming into your life. Fake as fuck. So this could be you seeing through people that are fake as fuck. Like you, and I think that's important to bring up, is that like, again, they keep bringing that up of like this sense maybe from before of having this delusional optimism of like ignoring the things that, or the truth that's being shown to you about people in the beginning. And I think that this is something where you're going to be learning how to end things more quickly, and that agency of choice, and like you're able to choose better. People can't believe how much you've changed. Yeah, you've really changed. Maybe people think you've changed so much, and like they're like, that's fake as fuck, that can't be real. And it's like, no, you've really transformed, and you are going and stepping out into the world in this new way. The Page of Wands also gives like this sense of eccentricity. Yeah, eccentric. Being eccentric, with new beginnings and expansion, getting more comfortable with your fashion, the way you express yourself, the way that people see you. It's, to me, with the Judgment, this blossom, and the Page of Wands, it's like your energy is very different, and people are going to be feeling you, seeing you. Your aura is very, very different, and it's going to be drawing in new people, or at least even if it's people from the past or people you've dealt with before, they're sensing that change and they're drawn to you for a different reason. Spiritual work, psychic, tarot, Reiki, medium, life coach, pastor, priest, acupuncture. This is stuff that you should be using to help with your love life. I think particularly I'm being drawn to the life coach on this. Maybe you're having other people help you with therapy, with advice from other people. Really, again, self-supporting. So yeah, this is like you are really doing this inner work that is changing the way that you're experiencing people, experiencing your current relationship. Bittersweet. So this could be like bittersweet of you starting to recognize that there's like this old part of your love life that you're letting go of. And maybe kind of seeing like there's the end of this era, and I feel like it was painful for a lot of you up until this point, but it's like you're kind of like, oh, this is a new experience, and it may not be as chaotic, it may not be as intense and like before, the live fast die young type of energy, like hot cold there's a deep paradigm shift when it comes to the way that you're experiencing love. No one will ever compare to you. You are irreplaceable. You changed me forever. So not only have you changed and you're changing deeply, your transformation, it has changed other people. You've changed other people even just by you dealing with them. Secretary and admin assistant. There's a lot of careers coming through here. So this is just going to be confirmation to you if you are in this career position currently, or you might be meeting somebody that is within that position, or meeting them somehow that way. Third party interference, conflict, fights, and toxicity. This is what you're moving away from. So it's like you're moving away from toxic patterns within your relationships, and God wants to meet you halfway. This Three of Wands is very much God wants to meet you halfway. Like what you're sending out, God is bringing back to you. So God is noticing that you're being very patient. You're making different choices. You are honoring what you want, raising your standards, finding your stability, leaning into simplicity. And yeah, I want to get a couple of these and charms, and then we'll end it there. But what else does the collective need to know about their love life that they're not seeing, Spirit? You are a healer with a big purpose. So, like I said, with the spiritual card, this spiritual work, psychic, tarot, Reiki, medium, all of this, you could be one of these things. So that's a confirmation, or maybe you're wanting to get into that. So this summer, you are a healer, especially with that Six of Cups. That's very healing, loving energy. And I feel like with that Judgment card, this could be you awakening and heeding the call and stepping into your calling here. And that's going to be part of you meeting the next person that you're meant to be with, is through following this calling. Unrequited love. So this could be like you are moving away from unrequited love. Maybe you've dealt with unrequited love a lot in the past. Or this could even be like you are going to be facing a lot of unrequited love situations where you're deciding you don't want to deal with certain people, and people are going to be really into you, and you're taking, like I said, that choice and saying, okay, no, this is not what I want. Days. This could literally be like actually days away, because summer is a month away, less than a month away. So this could be very soon, the next time you like have this shift within your love life. A new energy, meeting a new person, all of that. Witchcraft. So yeah, there's like spell work that you could be doing. You could be doing love spells. There's Gemini. So Gemini energy is significant. Yeah, maybe within days in Gemini season, there's going to be a shift. You're going to be meeting somebody. With witchcraft here, this could be literally like this new expansion and buds. Like you are creating this new beginning. You're drawing in this new beginning. Page of Wands, this could be like baby witch energy. You like working with energy differently. You are calling in something new. I'm discovering what really matters to me. So like you're really learning and understanding what you want in a person, what matters to you in your life, and what you're desiring to call in. You're too real for me. So I feel like this is something that you've dealt with in the past with people. Maybe people get triggered by you for being too real. Like you're a very, very direct, straight up person. But I feel like this is something that you're going to be meeting more people that are on that level of like, no, you're just the right amount of real, you know? Fly me to the moon, romantic, Jupiter, Mars, the good and bad of love. So like I said before, the hot and the cold, the good and the bad. But there's romantic energy here that's definitely present. Peel the onion, dig deeper, there's more to the story. So that's that past energy. Spirit really wants you to dig deeper into the past. Review. Ooh, sorry, all these papers just fell. Do some more internal introspection and review. This inner work is going to help draw in new people, new experiences. Let's see. Okay. I want to pull some of these papers and charms. So, what are going to be some signs, symbols, and meanings behind these changes or this new person or love life coming in for the collective? The number 8 is significant. We have a music symbol. We have a candy cane. We have literally a witch. There's something about witchcraft. So you could be into witchcraft, or this person that you're meeting is, or just that's just a confirmation of like any sort of witchcraft you have been doing. It is working when it comes to your love life or shifting your life. We have a saint symbol. So New Orleans could be significant, or any sort of saints that are important to you. And then there's this little blue crown here. So this to me is giving like clarity within the crown chakra. Ooh, you know what? This is giving like a kingdom spouse meeting a spiritual counterpart here. Let's get one more. The letter C could be significant. We have C. Okay. Let's pull and open these papers. 4040. We have B, first initial. Could be a synchronicity for somebody. We have Taurus North Node. So that's like part of your purpose and your calling is to work with maybe the physical body and in the health space, because you're a healer with a big purpose. So that's a confirmation for somebody. Virgo Moon. Virgo Moon is a tough placement. Virgo Moon could be that like good and bad of love, feeling like a little tumultuous with your own emotions. Nebraska could be a synchronicity. Montana could be a synchronicity. And we have Q, middle initial. That's a very, I feel like that's more rare and very specific. A couple more. This is reminding me like turning water into wine. So again, witchcraft and like transmutation of energy. And we have a little rocking horse. That could be a synchronicity for somebody. That's kind of reminding me of the innocence, the play, also like balance and the ability to like have that balance between innocence and also the maturity, having fun, but also being realistic. So yeah, definitely like very, very deep change within your love life. I feel like you're not seeing the fact that there is new people, new ways that you're going to be experiencing love this summer very specifically, of no longer like experiencing tumultuous relationships or experiences within your own relationship. There's a lot of healing here, and the more healing is going to be coming through you focusing on your own purpose, your own stability, and where you're putting your energy. So I hope this resonated for you. If you're still here, thank you so much. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that. The link is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next one.